Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Up next is a real change of pace for the director whose work we're looking at tonight, Edgar G. Ulmer. It's a film from 1947 called Carnegie Hall, directed by Ulmer, but not for a small low-rent company like PRC that he usually worked for, but made for release by the prestigious United Artists Company. And it's a very classy movie with a cast consisting of some of the greatest musical artists of the 20th century, the creme de la creme of the classical music world of the 40s, names you may not recognize today, but certainly household names in the 1940s. And I'm talking about people like Arthur Rubinstein, Risa Stevens, Lily Pons, Ezio Pinza, Dan Pierce is in it, Leopold Stokowski, Jascha Heifetz, Bruno Walter, and the New York Philharmonic Orchestra. There are also many names from the world of pop music of that era, including Harry James and his orchestra, also Vaughn Monroe and his orchestra, both very popular at the time. Indeed, much of the movie takes place in that hallowed hall of music in New York City, but it's not just a collection of musical numbers, not at all. There's a story as well, one which concerns an immigrant woman who's on the cleaning staff at Carnegie Hall and who dreams and scrimps and saves so that her son will someday be a great pianist and play in the great hall. Marcia Hunt, who was always better than she was ever given credit for being, has the role of the mother, and the grown-up version of her son is played by William Prince. But the story is really basically a grand excuse to have cameras tour the legendary structure at 57th and 7th Avenue in New York, and to hear some really glorious music performed by magnificent talent. This next film is a definite step up budget-wise for Edgar Ulmer as a director, this movie being one of United Artists' most distinguished releases of 1947. And keep your eyes peeled, you might be able to spot Cloris Leachman, who was an extra in one scene, the sequence involving Vaughn Monroe and his orchestra. It was her first time in front of a movie camera. From 1947, here's Carnegie Hall.